what's up? How are you all doing today? I'm good, thanks for asking. We're going to make some pumpkin muffins. Not just any pumpkin muffins, but pumpkin spice muffins, pumpkin spice date spread muffins, and they will be paleo, sweetened only with date spread. There'll be just 2 eggs, some almond flour, a little bit of baking powder, soda action going. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you how to whip these bad boys up. Make sure your oven's preheating to 350 degrees also. You can bake this in a 9x9 inch tray or in cupcakes, but like I said, we're making pumpkin muffins, so not pumpkin bread. That entails a muffin cupcake kind of pan. So first ingredient you need is pumpkin puree, just pumpkin puree. Make sure you read the label, and pumpkin is the only ingredient. It should not have added sugar in it. But some unfortunate cans of pumpkin out there in the grocery store world do have sugar added to it. And we don't buy this. You don't need it. Not in this recipe. So 3/4 cup of good old pumpkin puree. Pureed pumpkin, pureed dates. What a concept. Pureed apples, applesauce. Gotta love all of the pureed fruits we've got here. And yes, pumpkin is a fruit, it has seeds. All right, there's our pumpkin. Did you guys notice my Wanna Date sweatshirt? Yeah, on brand. Next wet ingredient we will add to the pumpkin is going to be 1/4 cup or 2 to 3 huge tablespoons of date spread. So I'm going with the 2 to 3 giant tablespoons, and honestly, you can't overdo this aspect. The more date spread you add, really, just the better it tastes. So good. Get your hands on pumpkin spice date spread, guys. You could also use this as frosting on top of the cupcakes, or maybe we'll do this. We can like swirl some on top of the batter so that it has this cool look. We'll do that. Now we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, cinnamon, and if you have pumpkin pie spice, that's another one you want to add. The more, like I said, stuff we add, just the better it tastes ultimately. So find yourself some cinnamon, vanilla, and pumpkin pie spice. And then add a teaspoon of each to this mix. You guys are gonna freak out at how good these muffins taste. Because we're about to use almond flour, they're gluten-free and grain-free. All right, that does that. So we'll move aside the pumpkin, the date spread, and all those vanilla seasoning, cinnamons, and whatnot. In this bowl, I want to combine 1.5 cups, not I want to, but I need to. 1.5 cups of almond flour with a teaspoon of either baking soda or baking powder. Depends which one you have on hand. Either will work. All right, almond flour. Just got this at Trader Joe's. We have 1 ingredient here, blanched almonds. Gotta love single ingredients. All right, now the final ingredient will be a teaspoon of baking powder, well mixed with the almond flour. If you don't mix them well, you won't get evenly rising muffins. I don't know about you, but I like when all my muffins rise nice, right across that pan, all fluffy. So mix that, and then actually there's one more thing. 2 eggs going into this bowl of, well, we're gonna combine everything now, into the bowl of dry ingredients. Uno, dos. No shells, we're good. Okay, so we have eggs, almond flour, and baking powder. Mixing. Well, we're mixing that up. Yum. Nice. And then we will add this blend here of date spread, pumpkin puree, cinnamon. Wow, this smells so good. And vanilla extract. Actually, just so I don't miss any of that date spread, I'm gonna pour this one of flour and eggs into that bowl. Much more easily transferable. So everything is super well mixed. Just add a little pinch or a couple of twists of sea salt or pink Himalayan salt to the top before we spray our cupcake muffin pan and pour our mixture in there. Now, if you have cupcake liners, that'd be easier than olive oil spray, but otherwise, olive oil spray. Never use canola oil spray. Never use vegetable oil spray. If you need to know why, check out one of my other videos about industrialized seed oils. They cause inflammation. Fun fact. All right, evenly pour about half full cupcakes, little slots. I don't know the technical lingo for what you would call a slot in a cupcake tin pan. English is my first language, even though it doesn't appear to be. It'd be really cool if I had one of those muffin pans with big, wide, like Costco size muffins. Yo, giant pumpkin spice muffins. Someone please send me one for Christmas. Please and thank you. Santa, you hear that? So at this point, the oven is preheated to 350 degrees and we're about to put these in the bake. You have a couple of options before you do so. If you want to add anything on top, now is your chance. If you want to put a little Hershey Kiss in there, if you want to sprinkle some chocolate chips, dairy-free preferably, in there, you do that now. If you want, and I do, to take your date spread, you can get a nice little dollop, put the dollop of date spread, put that dollop of date spread right in the center of your muffins. And then take that little dollop of date spread that you just did. Use a knife or the edge of a fork or a spoon. I'll actually get a butter knife for this. So I'm gonna get the sharp knife. We want a nice, well, let's be careful. I'm gonna carefully take this knife and draw a swirl right on top of each of these muffins so that we get a really cool, swirly looking muffin top. If you wanted to draw a heart, good luck. I can't, but maybe you can. That would look awesome. It's kind of like latte art, but date spread art. Muffins. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it will look cool. I've done it before. I did this bread once, this pumpkin spice bread, and I just put the date spread like a swoosh, whoosh, 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 like a C. And I should probably not draw like that. All right, so we're gonna just kind of swirl, make like an S sort of situation. If you're a barista, maybe you can send me a tutorial on how to do this better. All right, I think this will look great. So we have all of these fun, swirly pumpkin spice muffins. We bake them on 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. You always want to check a few minutes ahead of time in that like 5-minute window and like do a little fork knife test. You don't want these babies to burn. And everyone's ovens heat a little differently. So 25, 350, here they go. Yes, let's go.